How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video, and friends, I bring you all the farming methods that we currently have in the games in April 2025, mostly to help you not to leave your wallet, by the way, because in this video we are going to talk about how to fully efficiently farm valuable resources such as energy, resurrectors, orbs, and of course the most important element of the games, which in the end are the rules. I'm going to tell you. Identify the top ones. Strategies, my personal tricks, and the most effective routes so that you can get the most out of the games and strengthen all your champions without complications and continue advancing in the events easily. So if you want to have your inventory full and always be ready for any event, stay until the end. Now let's start, friends, by, in this case, the most way. Simple, because we are going to start from the easiest, which is energy, to the most complicated, which is runes. So we are going to start with the farming of energy. Well, friends, we start with energy, which in the end is one of the most basic, but at the same time the most important resources that we have in the game, since without it we will not be able to advance in the different missions we are going on. Having in front of us right now, there is no place, no mission as such to be able to get these energies or these mini energy recharges. Mini energy recharges appear randomly depending on some missions, but there is no direct place to find them. But energy, friends, we can be found in different places. The most important thing, friends, is to be able to get energy recharges for free. We're gonna have to get into an alliance, okay? Because that's totally key, since we're gonna skip alliance events. You are already seeing that we have the candidate promotion that will be renewed every 7 days, and the candidate commitment that will also be renewed every 7 days for the candidate promotion. For example, in this case, when we reach the limit of 1,000 points, that is why I tell you that you have to be in alliance. We are going to be able to get 3 whole energy loads weekly. However, with the aspirant day commitment, we will be able to reach 750,000 points. We will be able to get another 3 energies completely for free. So with that, he makes a total of 6 energy recharges a week, so he can be spending on our content. This is the only way to be able to get this energy. However, from time to time, so maybe when you are watching this video, it is not available, but Kaban usually releases the double track events, in which you are already seeing, for example, on day 41, that by making a series of objectives, we will be able to get those energy recharges, if it is in the case you are seeing this video. Well, this energy comes out. Well, perfect. You have to do those missions to reach those places and get more energy recharge, and at the same time, are you watching too? There are mini recharges left, and with this we finish the energy section. Now, friends, we get into life orbs, which are those totally essential items to keep our champions alive in the toughest fights. Whether on missions, wars, or special events like the upcoming 922, we have orbs on hand so we can make the difference between victory and a sore elbow. I'm going to show you how to get it without spending. None. Rune type, better missions to farm them, and some tips to avoid wasting them are valid in this case, friends, because in the end the life orbs can be obtained in different ways. Therefore, you already know that there are different types of orders. Of life, we have level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and even level 6, which at the moment level 6 cannot be farmed in the game. Currently, friends, we are going to start with the level 3 ones, which are the easiest to get, and in the end, with the level 3 ones, I farm them in different ways depending on how it catches me. We have to go to Oversight, we have to go to Kingdom of Legends. In this case, the Winter Soldier has a high probability of watching, because we can also do it in automatic games or normal games. In this case, I usually do it with automatic games with Domina, and you will be seeing that when this fight ends, they will be giving us level 3 life orbs. Therefore, that is going to help us greatly, although in this case for my level of play, which is okay, I need a lot. Level 3 life orbs, because it will serve us to heal us, for example, when future strong content comes, as it has already come, which is that of Aris, as it has already come, which is that of Ordal. And now that 9.2 comes, then you can leave it in automatic games if your account in the end is quite powerful, as it is in my case. And if not, well, nothing happens. You simply have to start playing, as I am going to do right now, with a character that I recommend is totally strong, so that the farming time is less, and in this case I am leading the dominance, with its synergies of Red, Hulk, and Massacre, which in the end are very much made. Powerful, some critical bleeding, very strong, and that disadvantages of incinerations that in the end make the fight be super fast and super simple. Well, you're gonna see how they're going to be with us. Giving this orb. Are you already seeing it? Sometimes not. They are also giving us some group ones, but in the end, they are the ones who rent to us. Level 3 life orbs. This is the only way you can farm these level 3 life orbs, basically. It's in the realm of legends, and it's going to stay that way for quite some time. It seems, unless Cabal, I nerfed him. How many more places can we be farming these life orbs? But now we are focusing on level 4 ones, okay? We can farm level 4 orbs only in daily missions, and we will be able to farm one per day. Okay, we are talking about the pharmacy, which in this case, simply with a visit to the expert, we are going to be able to be there. That level 4 life orb, therefore, we are going to make a total of 30 resurrectors, level life orbs, 4 per month. Okay, in this case, I recommend you, because if you are at a high level, but don't worry, for new accounts you have the easy section in which you are going to get level 1 and level 2 life orbs. Okay, so the level 4 ones are already quite skilled. In this case, and we are going for the level 5 life orbs, which in the end are the most, so to speak, difficult to obtain. But if you are brave in this case, logically it depends on the level you have, because there will be other prizes from the daily super event. Okay, in individual events we have the daily super event, that here they are going to give us a life orb every day at level 5. So that's going to help us heal a lot to our characters and be able to go moving forward. Is this one okay then, Shape? I can also make a small emphasis, because let's remember that for 10 we get the candidate stamp. What are you already going to be giving? Are you already going to be seeing how many things are giving us? Because actually everything we have talked about, what we are going to talk about, or what we have already talked about in this video, well, you can't be getting as they are. Level 4 and level 5 seal life orbs, resurrecting energies at the end of this weekly batch. That we're going to be able to get 4 once a month. Well, that's enough. Complete? Well, I'm already telling you 10, which is what it costs the plants, so it's a possibility, which is quite good in games, so if you want to buy it, it's $10. If not, I am presenting you the free-to-play ways. Once we talk about the sips of life, let's go to the resurrectors. That is where people want it. They want it because in the end, the resurrectors are what counts the most. They are what costs 40 rounds in the game, only a level 1 resurrector, so that you can see what the economy of the game is like, so don't worry. I'll explain. And as I told you, we continue with the resurrectors at the end is another resource. Key, when a champion falls in combat, it is not always deemed worthwhile. Use them, but if you know when and where, get it without spending. Runes, are you going to have this great advantage of being able to use them? In a moment, I'll show you my favorite methods to make them efficiently. So let's go there in this case. We once again have 2 types of levels. Resurrectors are level 1. Level 1 can solely be farmed during a mission. However, due to obvious reasons, I am sidestepping this. Be able to put in this video as has been usual, because Kabank is possible. Fix them and they can essentially be utilized. Remove that. Farming strategy, if you for any reason want to locate that specific one. The mission where these level 1 resurrections can be found. And farm them constantly. You have WhatsApp in the description so that you... And there you can ask directly where they can be farmed. To pass these level 1 resurrections, the content, otherwise I won't be able to explain it to you. Even so, friends, I also tell you that these level 1 resurrections are also possible. Be engaged in farming activities, the daily missions, The only thing I tell you in the pharmacy is that they only come out in the easy way and that it is very unlikely that these will come out.
Simple levels to play.
Apart from that, in the expert category, yes, we do have 100% probability that this level 1 resurrection comes out. Therefore, it is the other method in which we can see to be able to get these resurrectors. Therefore, we will be able to get 30 resurrectors al month. Well, the truth is that it is quite good now that we go for the level 2 resurrectors, which so to speak are the most
complete, those that cannot be bought for one. The truth is that it ends. It should be changing because you can buy level 1s 1 for 1, value of 40 rounds, but the
level 2 cannot be purchased. Therefore, will you tell where they can be purchased?
Obtain these level 2 resurrectors.
These 2 friends level resurrectors can only be obtained during the super event missions, okay? So this will depend on the event.
And yours?
Level, and in this case in the daily super event, well, you are already seeing that the first one,
well, he has us a level 2 resurrector, therefore doing
another 30 monthly. In this case, well, monthly we will be able to
getting 60
resurrectors, level 32, level 30.
Moreover, apart from the clandestine farming you can uncover by joining the official channel group, it's detailed in the description.
You will be able to get a minimum of 60 and a maximum or whatever.
You can achieve even more.
In this case, unfortunately, they fit.
Well, he has negotiated a lot on the issue of this farming of forecasters because in the end it affects the economy of the games and above all them that no one spends on runes to be able to achieve their special missions.
And now we are going for the last milestone of this video,
which are basically the runes.
As previously mentioned, since the runes serve as the in-game currency that can be purchased with real money, they can be found completely accessible up there.
At this point, my count stands at 9016.
In this scenario, everyone desires these runes more and more, but there are methods to obtain them without necessity.
Paying those expensive packages that Kaba gives us.
It is indeed a fact.
If you wish to acquire this rune pack freely, it remains quite consistent in the end.
I'm going to tell you how to accumulate free runes, what events to take advantage of, and where you shouldn't spend them if you want.
Progress faster.
In this case, the runes as such should not be spent on any type of content in the game. Record that totally in your head. Don't spend it on crystals, don't spend it on runes, I won't forgive you on Rissos. Don't spend it on life orbs. That's what the farming that I explained to you before is for. These runes have to be kept as you are.
Watching right now.
For future events, payment of the games. Why? Because it is true that it has its share of pit win, for example. In this case, watching this video, the pool spring theme will come out in April, as there will be a free-to-play section so that you can spend all your runes to get free-to-play events. Therefore, runes are very important. Do not spend them on any type of containing games or crystals.
Or anything like that, okay?
So much. That said, where can you get these runes free to play? Well, in this case, we have several ways. Let's remember that we have monthly supervision that directly with one pass in the different difficulties, I think it goes from contender to unclaimable. Because for each pass, they will be giving us
10 runes, 20 runes, and the steps 100%. I think the nobility isn't giving you any anymore.
In this case, you are already seeing that no, therefore, if you want to search
runes and have excess energy,
well, here it can be a big one. Important above all.
Because, for example, you
put it in contender, and you are already seeing that in mission number 1, they are already giving us 10 runes simply for
complete it, you put yourself in the mood. The mode in which the game plays alone, for example, if you have Platinum Pool, you better go.
Make it faster, therefore.
You will do it very quickly, you will be able to get those rounds easily as I normally would.
I usually use this method when I leave.
Towards the end of the month, or I usually do.
On Sundays when there's none.
Content as such is worth this by then.
Form complete.
Those various missions tasked to us.
Stop it!
Get those runes?
What's another method to get those runes?
Well, again, how I told Al.
Beginning of the video, connecting to an alliance. Sorry, are you going to be able to get these
2 missions, the
aspirant promotion?
In the end, they are going to be giving us success. In this case, the promotion aspirant, not the
commitment, will be given to us every week because a number of runes that depends on your score as an alliance.
At the most, you will be obtaining around 60 runes. Weekly accumulation, this results in a total of 240 runes.
They're not bad.
Free to play, okay?
And then we also have another method that is simply grinding into sand.
We have to go in
the sands
of the multiverse, which in this case,
indeed it's Sunday.
Therefore, the strong sands are not there but come, because here come the following sands, as you can already see in the finished sands. Well, for instance,
that of Scream. In this case, the prizes by objective will already be there.
Rulitas, therefore, I recommend you
that you do the minimum for both of you as much as possible.
Of the featured character of 6
stars to be able to be achieving
all these levels of runes.
And then, if you already have more free time, then do this sand for yourself too.
Proof of the aspirant, they actually give us
a little bit
less than of
runes, but in the end,
any rune counts for what I told you for the future within the game, okay?
So in this case, it's the natural way to power.
Obtaining these runes merely by creating sand repeatedly, ultimately it's undeniably a method.
The focus that you compelled to become
an extensive amount of screen exposure.
And then also in these arenas, because they are going to be giving us a currency that is
cool, that's it.
It is the one we have from the shields of the insignia of
Alliance. In this case, I have 800.
4, that here we may be opening sand crystals.
In this case, there are several levels. I, for example, always stay with the breaking sand, which is the one that usually gives me the most runes. In fact, I have it verified on videos.
And in the end, here we also have the probability that
let's get the
I didn't specify runes either.
But the free crystals of the daily super wind are also going to you.
Giving runes.
Orbs of life and energies. Okay, I haven't said that because in the end that's taken for granted, but you're already seeing
that here in these daily crystals of the claimants, there is a probability that
have these runes.
So friends, well, in this way we end all the farming methods that we are going to be able to have.
Currently getting in the updated games with the daily super wind because the previous one, I didn't have it.
Therefore,
leave your comments below. What are your thoughts on these types of videos if you enjoyed them? Above all else, I'm hoping you'll help me reach our goals.
And improve yours.
Economy in the
games, socializing with friends, and as I mentioned once more, if you wish to learn about that particular place.
Secret, where to get those level 1 resurrections, you have WhatsApp in the
a detailed description so we can all assist you in sharing.
What is that mission? And what about Kaban? Well, don't find out, so friends.
Well, now yes, if you fire me, but did you like the video?
If you aren't present, make sure to appear and watch more of our videos.
Goodbye and take care.